Jason, do you want to introduce our next story?
Yeah, absolutely. So Revolut claims that it is profitable and growing quickly, and that a banking license is, I'm going to add scare quotes around this, coming soon. Uh, Bloomberg reports that Revolut's financials are averaging £125 million in revenue per month, with unnamed sources telling Bloomberg it is adding 300,000 customers per week and a total of almost 40 million customers globally. That same report put profit at about £6 million, which is a bit over $7.5 million, which the reporting says is down from last year. But then I cross-checked this, and I always get a little bit confused with how Revolut reports out some of these metrics. Because
Me too.
Yeah. I think I even wrote a post maybe on the 2021 results because I was so confused about, like, one headline said, like, huge profit, one headline said giant loss. And at any rate, this is following multiple delays in Revolut filing accounts, a weird fight with its auditor, BDO, and lengthy delays in Revolut receiving its UK banking license, which it says is imminent. Another fun Revolut tidbit that Alex sourced from Twitter: apparently Wise does not accept bank statements from Revolut as proof of address because they perceive Revolut's KYC as being weak or insufficient. Alex, I'm always a little bit skeptical, period. But particularly when it comes to Revolut, I feel like I don't know if this is like a trial balloon strategy for press, for investors, for regulators, but the company has a history of floating things in the media, some of which never actually happen, some of which are kind of like a vaporware product. Folks may or may not remember in 2021 when Revolut said it was planning on filing for a U.S. bank license in California. I was actually Googling this before we hopped on, which generated a great TechCrunch headline that said Revolut has applied for a U.S. banking license, which was just never true, because we're here now 2 or 3 years later, and Revolut never formally applied for a U.S. banking license. Yeah. It also announced at one point a quote-unquote currency corridor between Revolut US and Revolut Mexico users to offer, no hidden fee, real exchange rate transfers. The only they announced that in 2021. The only problem is Revolut is not live in Mexico still here in 2024. So I'm always, perhaps even more so than other companies, skeptical when I see media reports, although I tend to trust Bloomberg and FT to do their homework.